Hello guys and welcome back to Create Ultimate Selection episode 15. In the last episode we had a grand reopening of our station. This means my station's back open. The barrier is gone. Woohoo! And then we finally built an elevator that I've been putting off for many episodes. We have a working lift, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Hello guys, welcome back. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited because it's train building day. And I thought, oh, we just got the station finished. It's looking all good now. I thought, what a better way to kind of celebrate than a fancy new train. So this will be the train that we're building today. Very nice. Oh, get out of the way. Don't want to get run over. I'm like 90% satisfied with it. I think the tender could do with a little bit more work potentially. I think ideally I'd probably want it a little bit shorter, but because we've only got access to either the big bogies or the small bogies, it's like it looked a bit weird with only having one bogie, so I did have to use two. But yeah, I don't know. I think it works. It's just kind of adopted a similar style to the other trains, and then I've just kind of ran the pipe through, just so it kind of angles down and wasn't going straight, and it kind of clips into there pretty nicely, to be honest. Just kind of tried to decorate the sides up a little bit, add a bit of detail. The front's looking a bit bland, but again, we're kind of limited to where we can put blocks. I did want to extend these out, but as you can see, this is it just looks weird. But yeah, apart from that, I think we'll just get straight into building it. So we'll get this one moved out of the way. I'll just leave that there for now. Oh, I love it. So cool. I mean, this guy's waiting for a train, but we haven't actually got any passenger trains yet, so you're going to be waiting a while, mate. I'm not going to lie. Oh dear. Mistakes. Oh no. Hold up. Honestly, I swear, I think I must have glued this together about 4 times. And obviously it still isn't glued together. What bit was it? These little bits. Okay. Try that again. Now it's actually all glued together. I'll just wait for the crossing to clear. Now we've actually moved the train and everything that should be attached to it. I've gone ahead and set up the schematic. Obviously we're not going to use the cannon, we're just using it as a reference. And also between episodes I've taken all of the crate items, all the crate items I've got crafted up at the moment and just chucked them into this spare backpack I had. I'm just terrible with organisation, so what I do now is just have this in my hotbar and I can just access it and then still access my other backpack as well. Now, I haven't got all the crate stuff in, but it's got, you know, your panels and all the most used blocks. And then I've just obviously loaded it up with anything we might need for this. So I think we've pretty much there. So yeah, I think we've got everything pretty much crafted up and ready to go. So if I get this schematic out of there and we'll just start building this. So obviously we're going to start off with some train casings. We'll get some deep slate bricks, some industrial iron, and stairs. That should be all good for now. So we'll go ahead and on our train station, we'll create new train. That'll give us a little flag. And then you come over here where it's the blue square. Right click with the train casing and then right click again to change into the bigger variant. And then we're going to come back 3 blocks. And then we'll right click again We'll get that changed over to the big one by right-clicking on the track. And then coming around the back, we want industrial block of iron in a T shape, like so. And we'll do some upside down stairs there and there. And then at the front, we just want 3 industrial iron going across. And then we want a slab, a pipe, and then 2 scaffolding. And then finally another slab. And I'll just repeat that on the other side. Like so. And then just while we're working on the bottom, we'll go ahead and put some panels underneath these scaffolding. Which can be a little bit awkward. You've got to get right underneath. Like so. Perfect. And then we'll chuck in a couple of slices. Tuck yourself right in. 2 slices right at the end there. Same on the other side. Panel, panel. So for these slices, right click once. That'll place it once. Right click again with a slice. It'll just thicken it up. This is almost the base of the train done. Just to get a couple of ladders in here and here. And then we'll get a couple of grey valve handles in. 4 buffers there and there. And then I think that's it for the train for there. So we can get the base of the tender in now. So you want to come 1, 2, and then a train casing. And then another train casing on the next available spot, which is here. And then for the base of this, I've kind of done it a similar style to the lava tank. So we'll put a industrial iron there, and in the middle. And then we'll place girders facing that way. And then in between, if we hold shift right click, you can place that way as well. Same on the other side. Shift right click. And then shift right click again. It gives you this kind of nice cross beam. So to finish up the back, a couple of buffers. Like so. And we'll come back in with the copycat panels at the end and just kind of trim everything up. Alright, so for the main body of the train, I'm actually going to use brass for this. And I don't know how this is going to look. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Just use a lot of brass, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know. We've got plenty of resources and kind of an easy way to get them now. Just want to place a temporary block here so we can get the right snapping for the hull. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And come back to the front, break this, place another hull. Perfect. So we'll just get the controls in now so we can kind of build the cab up around. Train controls in each direction. And the reason for 2 train controls is just so we can use a train schedule to go forwards and back. And I could use 1 blaze burner, but it'd be a bit too cramped, I think. So, plus they're really cheap to make anyway, so that's not a problem. And then we'll just put in our little seat for us, which can go there. And then on the side, we'll get some pipes. As you can see, as soon as you put it in, it straightens up. And then we'll run them across. And then at the end, we'll put a smart fluid pipe just for a bit of detail. And then if we really wanted to, we can come in here and kind of put a valve for a bit of extra detail again. Put a bracket on. This is really up to you guys, what you kind of put on the sides, whatever you think looks good. And I'm going to chuck a couple of copper back tanks on because we've got a load of copper now. So another one there. Pipes running up. And then we'll not put a valve in this time. We'll just run this straight through. And we'll just put a bracket in, I think. Awesome. So now jumping up on top, I found these kitchen hood pipes from Handcrafted mod. And they've got like a nice little lip on them. So I thought we'll use that for this funnel. And then we'll come in behind with a beam. And then we can just put a industrial iron onto there. Awesome. Finishing up the tank, we need an actual tank placed right there. That allows us to put our whistle on. Can't have a train without a whistle, can we? No, sure. Right. Looking good, baby. Looking good. So now, I think it's just time for a load of copycat panels. So, starting at the front, we need a slab here and here. And I'll just quickly put the iron into both of them. And coming across the front, we'll use a copycat panel. And then half panels all the way across, just to neaten up that edge. And then we'll fill that in with industrial iron. And we'll also fill these in while we're here with iron there. And then we'll just use some ochre for the little bit there. Awesome. And then on the other side, we'll do exactly the same. Panel, half panel, all the way across. Iron, 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 iron. Iron, iron. And then ochre. Beautiful. And then... and we'll start working on the cab. So we'll put panel, 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 panel. And then unfortunately, can't get a panel in here unless I left a gap. But you can't really see this. Control anyway, especially with this side panel on here. Just parkour up onto this fence. There we go. And this is why we need a train workshop, because constantly having to dig into the ground and parkour on fences. Oh, he makes a noise. Oh, wow. Oh, anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, having to jump up on fences and dig holes in the ground just isn't good. So, we need to build a workshop, but I don't know where. So if you got any ideas. I was thinking over there originally, but I kind of built a wall now. So yeah. Let me know if you want to see me build a little train workshop. We'll see if we get enough people wanting to see that, I think. I mean, it's definitely going to be done anyway, so you're getting the video whether you like it or not. So, for the cab, we want to come across the back and not sit in the seat. Jump back up. We want panel all across the back. And then we want the half panels on the side going up too. We need to put a half panel in there. Awesome. And then a half panel. Oh god, it's all going wrong. Half panel there and there. There and a half panel there. And then we just need one more panel there and there. And silly me, every time I forget that I like putting trapdoors here so I can get in and out a bit easier. He says.
This is the worst!
Just use the seat. And then get rid of that one. Put a trapdoor in instead. Awesome. And I don't think the brass looks too bad. It matches the wheels. Don't really go with the copper, but we haven't got any other colour pipes, so it will have to do. Right, we'll just quickly get these other panels coloured up now. So, oh god, a lot of brass later. 1, 2, 3, 4. And honestly, we'll just get rid of that one to save ourselves a block. Like so. And then we'll use some ochre pillars. Just kind of get some more of them crafted up for here. And they are going to be windows, you silly man. And then I crafted up bamboo windows, and I don't know how these are going to look, so... No, I don't think I will. Where are my other windows? Honestly, I think good old trusty ornate iron windows will do. Parkour.
Parkour.
Like so. And then, oh, my inventory. See, no matter what I do, it just gets in a mess every time. So annoying. And we need ochre in there. We can rotate that. To rotate this, you just right click with the same block and it cycles through the rotations. Using the copycat panels. Pretty good. And then up top, we want half panel here. And then we can just from the sides and then a full panel here. Again from the sides. And then half panels at the back again. And then deep slate bricks in the middle. And then we'll just trim this with industrial iron. So not much to do now on the engine itself. We're getting there slowly. It's looking good. Yeah, this brass is growing on me actually. So just the last couple of bits to finish off. We want to get some copycat layers. And if you right click in the hull on this block, like just right here where I'm clicking. Just right here. Right there. And again. And again. And again. And then you see start clipping through. And then one more time. And it just gives us a bit of extra detail on there. Like I say, I wanted to extend it a little bit, but I haven't found a way to just extend this bit without extending all this bit. If you can see the edge of the block there. Don't know how well you can see that. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Industrial iron. Beautiful. And then we'll use the same kind of technique on the top. Get up on the top and loop directly down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we put ochre pillars in again. And we can just rotate them to the vertical orientation. And there we go. Then for the tender itself, I'm just going to quickly change up this. So we want to put a chute here. And then what we can do then is right click on the side, just about here, with another chute. And it kind of just adds a bit of detail there. That's perfect. We'll do the same at the back. Like so. We can get in like that. Same on the other side. And then try and jump up, get the right orientation on the pillars. Build them across. And we'll leave this open. Fill that in a minute. And we just got to climb up to the top. Like I said before, I'm not really too sold on this tender design, but yeah, I don't think it's too bad. We'll just use these train tool to give a bit of variation at the top, stop making it look as square. Then to finish this off, we just come up at the top with a copycat panel. And then if you hold whatever block you want in your half hand, it'll place it straight in like so, just all the way around the edge. And then the last little detail, if we jump up here and we place a slope there and then block of charcoal. And then just to finish this off, to kind of get it a little bit closer, we can either put blocks on the train or kind of blocks on the tender. So I think I'll just put it straight on this tender like the other one. And then if you're struggling to place, you can hold R. Well, I've got it set to R for the rotation menu. And then you can just come in and rotate like so. That's a new update with Create 6. So it'd be in your standard Create mod on the other side. And then we'll just, again, my favourite block, industrial iron. Need to finish the trim coming across. Oh, I need to build the other way. Same on the other side. Awesome. So I think we're pretty much there. We just need to glue it together now. And I will do it on camera because it was a bit awkward gluing this together. just with how close the carriages are. So if you're not aware, you're only allowed 2 bogies per train, because ideally I would have put a 3rd one in here. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to do that. Oh, and I've just spotted I haven't put brass in there. So with our last piece of brass. Ah, beautiful. Right, gluing. Gluing, just get rid of them, because that's from the other train. So think if you start with this block here, and we'll just get the main body in for now. You got to be careful coming around the back. You don't want to be clicking on these blocks because that'll grab this. You just want to do the bottom for now. And then you can come in. We'll get the side bits like so. We'll get the bottom bit like that. And then we just need to get these bits here onto that block. Again with here. And the little slice can just come across to them. Like that. Then we'll get the buffers in. Like so. And then we'll do this sideboard here. It's got all of these copycat panels in now. Then for the top, if we click on this panel here, that'll get all of these blocks in, as you can see, and we'll just hop over the other side. And if we do the top on here, like so, that'll get the main top half of the body in. And we just need to come around again and get all the little panels. And again, you don't want to be attaching to here because you need to do it in stages, so you don't want to come any lower than here. As you can see, there's no glue here at the moment. It kind of goes in an L shape. And this is how you keep the trains separate. So when we come to glue this, we'll obviously won't attach to this block. We'll just go straight from the bottom here. But I'll show you that in a minute. We'll just finish getting all these panels. I think we can use the seat here as a anchor point for that. And then just onto there. So that's attached like that. Now we've attached these kind of 6 panels here together. We need to attach it to the main body, which we can do just like that. And then we'll come along the other side. Again, we'll use the blaze burner as an anchor point. And I think that's everything glued together. Like I say, you just got to be careful where you're gluing. But if you take your time and kind of follow what I've done there, you should have no problem. So for the tender, we'll click this block here. And then we'll come round here and we want to get in there and click the girder. And then we can come in and attach the buffers. We can attach these side panels to this girder here. Same on the other side. So it leaves this block here where I'm standing free. These aren't, the glue isn't touching. As you can see, that's one, that's the other. So you just need to get the top half in now. So back up to the top. And that's just a case of right clicking there, dropping down, and right clicking that girder. That should be everything glued together. It might be a bit easier to see now. That's kind of one contraption in like a backwards L, and then that's another. So they aren't actually glued together. So when we come in here now and assemble train, it's coming up as 2, a train and the tender, which is perfect. Click OK. Like I say, if you've got a name, let me know down below. But I think without getting run over, we just need to take this for a test drive now. Success. It's all glued together, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, actually. It's a cool train. But let's take it for a spin. Get onto the right side, because we are left-hand drive over here. Speed up here. Awesome. And then once again, interrupting my video. If anyone knows why my tracks are disappearing with shaders on, turn shaders off, the track appears. So I know it's a shader issue. But if anyone knows why, please let me know. And then also my tooltip is just broken. I'm guessing that's a mod issue, but I don't know. I don't know what mod, but I like having the tooltips on just so you guys can see what block I'm molding or looking at. But yes, we'll carry on. Awesome. You know what? I think I'm going to go grab my other train. Didn't really think about this one, did I? That's fine. This is more of a service siding anyway. Not for public access. We hop in here. Yeah, baby. Let's go. And we just need to do a bit of shunting. Well, a bit of point wear. Oh, and they look beautiful together. Let's go up to our favourite tree. If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. Look at that train action, baby. Alright guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this one. I've loved it. I love making trains in this in Create. And if it was up to me, I'd make them every episode. But obviously, we need to do other stuff as well. And as always, thank you for your continued support. Thank you to our Patreon member. And if you're interested in supporting the channel as well, I do have a Patreon down below, and you'll get access to these 2 lovely train schematics.
Wow.
As well as other schematics I've got on there. You'll also get early access to videos when I've uploaded them early enough. And you'll be helping out in the best way possible. But if that's something you're not able to do, just being here watching the video already means so much to me. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Ginge, out.